Welcome to the Loser Only Club podcast. My name is Quinton, I'm your host and editor, and today I've got joining me Tyreese and Lucas. We touch on a variety of different topics, including the heated debate between dubs versus subs and anime versus manga. As well, we touch on whether or not anime can make for a quality horror show. For all that and more, stay tuned.
I watched a ton of new age shonen like this past week. Like since the last time we recorded, I've started like 3 new shonen anime, and I'm gonna say they're all hype as fuck. For one, okay, one you guys might not even have heard of, Fire Force, because no one's talking about it.
Shut the fuck, bro.
No one's talking about Fire Force, bro.
Okay, I'll tell you why. Because like season 2 is pretty ass, and it just gets ass from there, pretty much.
Oh,
season
really?
1's really good.
That far.
Season 1's really good, but season 2 is like, yeah.
I heard a lot about it when it
stage.
first came out. And everybody was excited to watch it. And then I just looked at the thumbnail, and I was like, these people are in firefighting suits.
Yeah, they're fighting fire demons, man.
They're fighting fire
Yeah,
demons.
yeah. I didn't pick that up quick enough, and I just never watched it. But
it is one of the coolest premises.
You know, Japanese just hype everything. Dude, imagine if it was just regular firemen the whole show. I still would watch it. I still would fucking watch it.
I think honestly
Absolutely.
that might have been my first impression. I was like, maybe it is just hyped up firefighting, but they're fighting fire demons.
Yes, and they got powers.
So that's my first impression. Is it's actually goated. But I'm not as far as Lucas, so I can't even say anything on season 2. I'm like 3 episodes in the season 1, and I thought it was really good.
Season 1 gets really good, man.
Can you tell me a little bit about their powers? Like, does everybody have powers? Or
So no, it's kind of like a select few have powers, and they're all fire related. At least as far as I am. They can control, and they're like firebenders, like from Avatar.
Oh yeah.
But they're all like different levels of firebender. Like, yeah. So like a level 1, I don't even know what a level 1 fire person is. A level 2 fire person can control fire, but they can't make fire. And then our protagonist is obviously a level 3 fire mage or whatever, and he can make and control fire.
Damn.
Mostly from his feet, though.
Yeah,
And
I think the levels are like basically like age and generation, like
Yeah.
like if you've been in if you were in the fire thing longer than everyone else, you won't be as powerful. It's like new age kids get the level 3 shit. Basically.
Oh really? So just as you get older, it wears away?
No. Like. For some
Like
reason,
more
I forget the
people-
plot. Yeah, more people are getting the level 3 powers now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like you start at level 1, you stay at level 1. You can never get past it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Gen Z kids are getting level 3, but you, a millennial, it has like level 2.
Yeah.
I hear you. That must suck. All right. Where do the fire demons come from? Are they
No,
just...
that's like the whole plot. So it's like,
okay.
people literally just combust into flames, and it's like we got to find out why that happens. They assembled a fire force, which is like the name of the show.
Yeah.
To find the demons and like put them out, but also find out why they exist.
Okay. I thought it might just be like My Hero Academia, but with fire. Where like people have fire powers and they fight other people that have fire powers.
No, much better than My Hero. Don't ever
All
compare
right.
that people's show.
Bro, a lot of people
You know
like
what is
My Hero.
similar? Okay, a lot of children like My Hero. But no, what it does do like My Hero, and actually one of my favorite parts of My Hero is the like kind of behind the scenes like political stuff, where it's like in My Hero it's like, oh, you got to be a hero, but you also have to follow all the rules, and like we have new rules, and like it's kind of similar in Fire Force, because they have at least as far as I am. Lucas will know better, but it's like there's 8 divisions, but each division of the Fire Force each kind of report to a different level of government or a different section of government.
Yeah, it's like a rivalry.
Yeah, and then like some of them, so they each kind of know parts of why the fire demons exist, but they don't share it with each other because they each kind of report to different people. And it's like this weird kind of rivalry, political kind of thing that's starting up. And it's like, oh, that's interesting. I like that.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I might. So, how many episodes should I watch?
All of
If
season
you
one.
Yeah,
you should watch all of season
but
one.
like if I watch
Oh.
the first episode, am I hyped about it already, or is
You
it?
should, if you don't like it by the first, it's an anime where if you don't like it by the first episode, you probably won't like it.
All right, cool.
Well,
Uh,
dude, it gets there's some really epic moments late into the F season one, like where it's like, damn, what, like it doesn't. I don't know. There's like a couple of like standout moments in the near the end of season one where like like epic protagonists entrances,
Yeah, yeah,
basically like that.
sure.
Or just badass, like yeah.
Yeah, well, if I have time to get into it, I'll probably get into it. I like shows that, even if they're not amazing, I usually grab onto a show. So I'll give it a shot.
I feel like you'll like it. Like you like My Hero, and it's
Yeah,
not like My
apparently
Hero.
that's
I
not
would say
good.
it's better. Well, I think you like My Hero too much. I'm not gonna judge you. I like the anime
Yeah,
too.
okay.
And I like My Hero. I should also say that I like
Yeah.
My Hero.
I'm proud not being one of those people who proclaims My Hero as an amazing anime, but I like it. Like it's not the best show ever, but it's good and it's popular.
So the other shonen I watched, and this I know you guys have watched it and recommended it. I know Quinn's recommended it for sure. One Punch Man. I just started it.
Oh my gosh,
Congratulations.
that's a
Yeah,
great show.
congratulations. It's fucking good, obviously. And I knew it was gonna be good, and I knew I was gonna like it. And I'm not even far. I think I read the first volume and I watched the first episode. I read the first volume because I didn't know Cass bought it and didn't read it. And so I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna read this. And I'm like, I have to watch the anime.
Yeah. Well, that show's awesome for like the fights and the way they hype stuff up, but it's also awesome for the way they position problems for him. Like that's a big problem with overpowered characters is that they don't have a lot of struggle. But I think they introduce it right away. Like the main struggle for him is that he's too powerful. Like he wants to be able to fight somebody for more than one punch.
Right.
And the way that they set that up in the show is nice. So
They set it up. They set it up so well and so quickly. I was shocked. I don't know. I'm already hooked. Very good show. There's nothing to say about One Punch Man that hasn't already been said. But I'm enjoying that a lot right now. And I think here's the show I'm enjoying the most right now is Jujutsu Kaisen. And I was in the middle of it before. I talked about it last episode, and I got back into it again. And I think it's the best new shonen.
he's great.
That's a bold claim, but
Yeah, I'm a big fan. They got fun
How far are you?
characters. They got a cool story. I finished the first season. I watched it maybe a month ago, and my sister was trying to get me into it the whole time it was airing, and then I think I waited until it finished airing, or maybe the 20th episode or something, and then I just binged most of it. Yeah, like I think the best thing about that show is their characters. Like they've got some interesting characters, and the story and the fight scenes are good too. Fight scenes are great.
yeah, I'm a big fan for all those reasons. Honestly.
What about you, Luke? Have you seen it?
No, I read a few chapters of it, but before it became an anime, and then when I did, I was like, okay, I'll watch it, but then I never ended up watching it.
Yeah, it's worth a spin. I think Tyrese, would you say it starts slow? Or does
A
it start
little bit.
or does it start crazy? I can't remember.
So for where I am, it really feels like they're just setting everything up. But I really enjoy that in this anime specifically. I don't know. I feel like there's at least one development every episode.
Right.
which most modern animes have. My Hero, not so much. Um, Actually, My Hero is really slow. So I don't know. I wouldn't say all modern. I think it's a good premise, enough to carry, even though nothing really happens for probably the first 10 episodes. I know the manga's a lot faster. Like
Mm.
I think the first, I think I'm on episode 6 in the anime, but I'm further in the manga, and the manga just blitzes through everything.
So I hear both of you guys read some of the manga at least, and Tyrese, you're trying to read the manga of One Punch simultaneously. Do you guys always read the manga, or do you try to, or is that
Only if I like it. Some
I
actually,
mean,
yeah.
yeah, like I usually just end up reading something before it comes out. Like I don't actively seek it out. But it's like, oh, that looks like a sick story. And it ends up being a really popular sick story, and then becomes an anime. And it's like, oh, well, I just read this like a month ago. Do I really want to watch this right now? And then, that's how I feel. And then I end up just never watching it sometimes.
right? Luke, do you think you read more manga or watch more anime?
Oh yeah, 100% more manga, because it's just like I could just read something at any time on my phone. It's like really easy.
Nice.
So
So, for the famous question, what's better, anime or manga?
manga. Just like books are better than movies, American
It
books.
depends. Just like
Yeah.
I think, just like books for better than movies, in my opinion, I think it depends.
I think, yeah, maybe for story and for fleshing everything out, and even like some details in the
I
picture
mean,
and stuff, but
he,
fight scenes, I would say, are dominated in anime. Like as far as building it up with the music, and then
well, there's some really good fucking artists, man, that just somehow make it feel like it's alive in the book too.
yeah, I
You
can't
know?
argue with
Yeah,
that. Maybe I haven't read enough manga either. I've only read a
Look,
handful.
man, have you read fucking Berserk? Cause, dude, I don't need to watch no anime Berserk for that shit. That shit's one of the most legendary mangas ever.
Yeah,
that
well,
is a
The
weird
fight scene.
example though,
for
because I
Berserk,
think
I think it's
the
clear. I think
I
it's
think notoriously bad. It's a notoriously bad adaptation, right?
well.
Yeah.
There's an old Berserk anime which was okay, and then the CG Berserk is garbage. As far
It is a
as
garbage decision to
yeah,
do.
Well, I'm
but
fighting for manga, so I'm
okay.
purposely choosing, something that doesn't have a good anime adaptation. But I don't feel like
Mm,
you can make something like Berserk a good anime. I really don't. I feel like it leaves like legend
yeah,
on the book,
yeah. It might
because
be
like
too difficult to get something that dark into anime.
and plus I think it's such a like something good that everyone knows is really good that no one will be like easily satisfied by it. If they make an anime, they're gonna like judge it harshly because like if something has like a good connection with them. So like I don't know, Berserk changed a lot of people's lives and affected a lot of shit like within the industry of like anime and video games and like all types of shit. So
Yeah.
Well, let me give a counter example. I think JoJo is better in anime form, at least for most of the parts. I've only read some of the parts in manga. Um, like part 6, that's unreleased, so like, excuse me, I can't compare. But part 4, I think is better in the anime. Uh, actually, in the anime, what's interesting, and I know they do this sometimes, is they rearrange plot elements to make them make more sense, like continuity wise. Because Araki does in part 4 specifically, they mix around like things that Kira does, and how you meet and certain people you meet in a certain order, and then it makes more sense in the anime. So I would argue part 4 of JoJo is better anime, like 10 out of, I think most people would agree.
well,
So
I feel
But
like I'm not disagreeing on that part. Like I feel like a lot of anime is better for the action and like the music and tempo and shit. Like Like, here's another one, like Parasite. Like Parasite is amazing fucking anime. I don't think I could read the manga the same way after watching it, you know? 'Cause like uh it, like the hyped up music for everything that happens, and like the fight scenes and shit, like I don't know. Like I agree with you that some anime are better like telling for certain shit like that, for sure.
Well, then actually, also a counterpoint to my own argument, specifically with part four. Um, the manga I do like more for one specific reason is Kira was supposed to look a lot like David Bowie, and in the anime, he just doesn't really look like that.
Wait,
And
what
like, I think they
what anime
switched
are you
it.
talking about?
I'm still talking about part four of
Oh, okay.
JoJo.
Right.
Like Araki really wanted um him to like resemble David Bowie and just be like this like overly beautiful man. And they didn't, I guess like they didn't really want to have any legal trouble, so they slightly, it's very slight, but he looks different in the anime for that reason. And you can't fully capture all those details when you do animation. Here, I'm gonna send a picture in the chat.
Sure. And
Of,
I'll tell you why I needed to confirm what anime you're talking about, because when I heard you say Kira, I just imagined like Light, but he looks like David Bowie from Death Note. Light from Death Note.
yeah, that's cursed, dude. I don't want to think about that.
Speaking of David Bowie, great Naruto episode and Naruto abridged.
Oh, I never watched Naruto Bridge. Is it worth
You
it?
did.
No, I
Tyreese, you
didn't.
watched it with me, remember, in Max
When?
in high school.
When the fuck did I watch
Remember, we were
Naruto
at either
Bridge?
your or Max's house. I don't know whose house. I think it was Max's house, and
Probably
we
Max's
talked about
house.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, and then we watched like a episode of that, and then we watched some Naruto Abridged. I swear on it. I
Dude. No,
swear
I
we did.
believe you. That sounds like something we all would have done.
Yeah, dude. Uh,
I remember I only remember two abridged series. Iconically, Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, of course, and Sword Art Online Abridged, which I think is just as iconic. I just think less people talk about it because I don't know. Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged is more nostalgic.
hold on.
Sorry, it took me a while to upload this picture of Kira from the manga.
So which one, you said the manga was more accurate to David Bowie?
More accurate to David Bowie. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he's just supposed to be this overly beautiful man.
Yeah, it's
All
not
right.
not a big difference though.
It's
I
not,
see.
but like, do you know what I mean? Like, like this guy radiates some fucking energy, dude.
Right.
And this guy, not so much. And I really don't want to be one of those guys. I hate people who like will take a screenshot from an anime and be like, "Bro, this looks like shit," or something like that. I think that's the most annoying shit from anime fans. I hate that. I just think like I do like Araki's artwork, specifically with the character Kira.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. The first photo looks pretty badass, and then the second photo he looks like he's a professor or something.
They make him menacing in other ways. Like they do characterize him well, like a little differently. You kind of have to do that when you're adapting from animation to from art, and they still do it well. But I don't know. Some might prefer the drawn format. I'm gonna watch this clip.
No, it's not a clip. It's like a whole episode, 9 minutes.
Where's
Yeah,
the David Bowie part?
the whole episode. The whole episode, man. You remember it. You'll remember it, bro. Don't
Dude,
worry.
I probably will. I'll have to watch it later, but I probably will remember it.
Okay, so you just sent like a fan dub of Naruto in to
It's
chat?
made by the people who made the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
But the Sword Art Online one isn't, right?
No, it isn't. No. That's like a whole new one. Do you ever watch the Dragon Ball one? Because that one's pretty good.
No.
Bro, I remember back in the day, like, you'd be scouting for anime, and then You can like go on like a site and they'll be like fan dub, fan dub. They never do fan dubs anymore, man. Because I think of like
No.
people will get like in trouble for like.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Actually, I want to
copyright?
say real quick, the Naruto dub's good.
Yeah, Naruto dub is actually good. I watched it in dub, pretty sure.
Like for
Like
the
I think it's
first
solid.
for the first part of Naruto, the original Naruto.
No, all of it's good, dude.
Oh,
Do you
Yeah,
watch it
yeah.
in sub mainly or dub?
I watched it all in dubbed.
I should watch it in dub then, because I
Yeah.
watched some of it in sub and dub. Like I switched around.
Yeah, I don't remember what I did. I think probably sub, but sometimes like if I watch a show that's from my childhood, I know back then I watched it in dub, and it's more nostalgic to watch it dubbed. So this
No, the
so,
voice actors are fine.
so the Naruto dub is good.
All
Yeah.
old anime dub is good, dude. Let's just come to that.
Well, I
conclusion,
mean,
'cause
sometimes
Not all
they're
of
an
them.
interesting kind of good, like funny good.
I
Death
don't
Note's
know,
good.
man.
Death Note's really. Did you guys watch Death Note subbed or dubbed?
Definitely
Sub, I
sub.
think.
Subbed, really. I
Tyrese-
like the dub.
Tyreese, do you watch? What do you watch more of?
Subbed.
Or
I watch more subbed for sure.
Yeah,
These are just big examples of things I really liked as dubbed.
Okay, what's a bad old anime dub? That's what I want to know from you, Terry's.
I'm on team dubs are good actually. Let me think of one. Old anime dub.
Cause you were like not all, but I feel like literally every single old anime was like pretty solid with dubs. Like,
Clannad I think is a bad dub.
I
Watching that
never,
subbed.
I never watched that in dub, so I can't even.
Pokemon's good. I actually don't mind Pokemon. It's a kid show. It doesn't have to be. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess.
And
That's a
and
good
a
dub.
girl plays Pokemon, and yeah, I remember that. She's like a
you
girl.
mean a girl
who
plays Ash?
I mean Ash. I mean yeah. Sorry.
no,
yeah.
no problem.
No, I
doesn't
like
a
it.
girl play Goku too in the sub?
I only watch
Maybe
Dragon Ball in
Kid
dub.
Goku.
Naturally, I'd only watch Dragon Ball in dub though. Like,
I could just fucking Google it.
Yeah, I think the original is like she still continued it into her elder years. Like people just were so nostalgic for her as Goku. I'm pretty confident with this fact.
All right, I hope you're wrong. Sean Schemmel.
That sounds like a guy.
He looks like a man. Yeah.
for a dub or sub, like which one are you talking about, Quinn?
For the sub.
Oh, for the
For
sub.
the sub.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you meant dub.
Like an
Dub
old
is
Japanese
amazing.
lady.
Bro, a lot of Gokus up in here. All men so far, I will say.
Hmm.
No ladies.
Where did I hear that fact then?
You
Oh,
got
I heard
pranked,
it. I
Quinn.
heard it on the Anime Addicts Anonymous podcast. Maybe we're just.
Yeah.
What
maybe
kind
you
of crappy
shouldn't-
podcast is that, Quinn?
It's
Quinn.
one of the most popular.
No, the fuck
Over
that
here listening
podcast.
to
We're the
fucking
best podcast
competitors?
now. Yeah, you listening to the competitors, Quinn? Dude, I thought you signed the fucking
I listened to them years
Exclusivity.
ago.
binding contract where you can't watch, can't watch.
Nah,
the
I guess
guys-
anything. I listen to Trash Taste every week, bro.
Yeah, shout out.
But
to
those motherfuckers don't even talk about anime.
Shout
Damn.
out to them. My sister loves that podcast. That's part
Good
of why
podcast.
she wants to get on this podcast. What?
Sorry, she asked if you said no.
No. Like I asked her before I asked you guys. I was like, "You want to be on an anime podcast?" And then
Oh, okay.
and then I asked you guys, and you were like, "Yeah, let's." When you said that you were down to do it, I got really excited.
Me?
Yeah, because I knew that Lucas would do it with me, but I didn't know if you would do it. Because I
But
remember
when your sister said it, you're like, nah.
I was like, yeah, I'll do it eventually. She'll be a guest or something. But
No, I got so many anime hot takes, and now I can let them out.
yeah, well, I just remembered last year when we did the other podcast, and I referred to it as an anime podcast. You were like, bro, this is not an anime podcast. Like,
Only because I wanted Austin and Michael to be like frequent on there, and they
right.
Austin likes, what does he like? He likes one anime, I think. Like one. Like we could have him on and he could talk about that one anime.
Right.
I don't even remember what it is. I remember I'm like, bro, that's trash. You don't even want to watch that. So it's like I didn't want us talking about anime and they would have nothing to say.
Yeah, that makes sense. I understand. Okay. I thought that it was more like a personal thing, but that
No,
makes sense.
I love anime. I would love to talk about anime.
You get Quinn. He had beef with you. Here's the truth.
Well, like anime is still, even though it's so popular, it still seems a little cringy, I think.
I think that's the people. That's the people.
That's the people
Anime
for sure,
isn't cringy. It's the fans of anime.
Yeah, but if you say that you're a fan of anime, you associate yourself like you're in that same group of weird people, right?
But if you don't associate yourself with them and you're a normal human being and you like anime, you can break the mold. You can like be different. You know?
And I guess that's
Quinn.
been happening more and more in the last years, you know?
Quinn, think of me with Sonic, okay? I hate every fucking Sonic fan's guts. I will never be a part of their fan base, but I am the biggest Sonic fan. I will say that. So
yeah, but do you think when you tell people that you don't know that you're a Sonic fan,
I don't give a honestly, I don't really give a fuck, to
Okay.
be fair. Yeah, but if they think, I know you're gonna ask, like if they'll think, yeah, they'll think I'm fucking cringe off saying that,
okay,
right? But I can't do anything to make them think differently. I mean, that's what they
Yeah.
got with Sonic. I mean, you know,
like
but
I know who you are, so obviously there's no confusion here. But like when I think of a Sonic fan, I think of like a fat guy sitting in a basement somewhere eating tacos.
Bro. and he's jacking off to Rouge the Bat porn.
oh my
Like
gosh.
all the time. Dude,
Well,
I don't mind if you're a Sonic fan until you tell me your favorite Sonic game and you say like Sonic Colors or some shit.
dude.
And then I'm like,
Oh my gosh, dude! One time I pissed off like the whole server of people because I said I didn't like fucking Sonic Colors, man. Like,
that
bro.
shouldn't be a hot take.
and now they're coming out with that second Sonic Colors like remake thing. Like, oh my gosh, like, what has Sega become? Anyways, yeah, let's get back on track with anime. I don't want to get into this shit.
Hey, Sonic
I
has
can go
an
on all
anime.
night.
You're okay. We're still in the green.
Well, we're talking about Sonic X, okay? It is different. I mean, that was the golden times, okay? That was the like remnants of the past.
Okay, Lucas,
What?
here's a proposition, okay? There's a fourth Sonic X series, okay? Season, I mean. But it covers the plot of Sonic Colors. Do you want it to exist?
Do we have the old voice actors still?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll watch it because it's the old voice actors. If it's fucking was Roger Craig Smith, dude, I want that guy to just get fired again, second time already, man. I don't want that guy anywhere near it.
I was overjoyed when you sent me that, and I was so saddened when I found out that.
Dude, what? Sega has never rehired anyone ever like that, ever.
No balls, dude.
Dude, they come crawling back to this shitty ass Sonic voice, man. Like, he's not even good. You could have brought fucking Quinn do a better voice than him. I bet you Quinn
can
could
you
have
give
done
us our
something.
best Sonic?
I don't even know what the original one sounds like.
What the fuck?
I just
sound like you're
imagine
trying.
a high pitch.
Look, man, sound like you're trying, and you'll sound better than Roger Craig Smith because he never sounds like he's tried ever in his life.
True. Honestly, Roger Craig Smith with some effort, good voice actor. I'm sure of it.
No,
I'm
he's
sure of it.
good with other voices, man. It's like disgusting. Like, yeah, it's
Bro,
like
not
watching
my Sonic.
Bro, it's like watching Kung Fu Panda, right? The movie, and Jack Black's in it, right? But Jack Black's not in the animated TV series of Kung Fu Panda. That's disappointing, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, man's busy, but I get it. Actually, oh my god, who was it? Oh my god, I wish I knew his name. So this is I'm gonna be really quick because this has nothing to do with anime. A guy came to Yuck Yucks, and I wish I could find out his name. I'll just Google it. Literally, he's the guy who plays Shrek the donkey. When who is it? Eddie Murphy? When Eddie Murphy doesn't want to voice, or is it Chris Rock? Who voices Shrek? Donkey.
I don't know.
Wreck.
It might be Chris Rock.
Yeah, because Chris Rock does some characters in Madagascar.
Eddie
right?
Murphy, boys.
Oh,
Eddie
okay.
Murphy.
Chris Rock
okay.
is Mushu, I think. Or is that also Eddie Murphy? I'm gonna have to Google it. Anyway, this is the guy who plays. Basically, he plays Donkey when Eddie Murphy doesn't want to play Donkey, which Eddie Murphy only wants to play Donkey in the movies.
Right.
So
Get
this
the
guy
big
voices
bucks.
Donkey in like all the video games and all the extra voice lines, all that stuff. And I don't know, I met him, so
Wow. You think he
Yeah,
makes?
did you have a? Sorry, go
Does
ahead.
he make good money doing that, Ty?
so he doesn't make Eddie Murphy money.
Of course.
But like I'm sure he makes money.
Bro, you have like a good like deep talk about the Shrek games or something with him, man? Like,
No, I was just like, oh, that's really cool. Like it wasn't anything crazy. It's just I just think it's a fun fact that like they have to get like an impersonator to like, you know, whenever they don't have a guy. They don't have the guy. That's what sucks about doing a celebrity cast is especially with Disney. They want to do like a little cartoon or something. They want to do a show
yeah.
after. I don't know, that's part of the business model, really.
All right, so I want to drag it all the way back to Berserk. Lucas, did you have something to throw in before that?
No, go.
Okay, so all the way back to Berserk. You were saying that the adaptation to anime, or we were all saying that it was pretty shit. Do you think that's because anime has trouble conveying horror? Like, there's not a lot of good horror anime.
No, I don't think Berserk's scary.
Like
I
in the
don't.
manga, it's not scary.
No, personally, I don't think it's scary. Sure, there's demons and shit, but that's just how it is what it is. Like they're a demon, they're gonna look fucked up, but it doesn't have horror elements really. Not really.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean, Quinn?
It's dark. It's like dark and gritty. Like you could say that, but I don't think I never once read Berserk and was scared, you know, or felt like they were trying to make it scary.
Okay, I thought that Berserk had like some horror aspects. My mistake.
I mean, there, if it like I guess it's subjective. Like I get like there is like demons, monsters. Like that's horror, I guess, but.
Yeah.
Like you forget, if you're when you say that you forget that the protagonist is the most badass motherfucker ever, and this is not scary.
Right.
Like he's like a one-man army. Like Berserk is so fucking good. Like dude, like the first like quarter of Berserk has no demons, nothing in it. It's literally just him battling against like humans.
Right.
Like just he's like a bounty hunter type of thing. Like. He joins like Griffith and the Band of Hawk, whatever, like their own like bounty thingy, or like they'll accept money from different warring states to help them take over a castle or something. So like they'll like that whole thing was initially about that, and what makes Berserk, I don't know. There's so much things that make Berserk good that I don't think even the best anime of it for it. Like sure it would be pretty okay if they made like a really good anime of it. But I still don't think it would be like one to one with the fucking manga. Like the manga is like forever will be like the best. Like I just there's some things you could just never surpass, and that's one. You know,
Right.
Berserk.
So yeah, my mistake for talking about Berserk when I haven't read it. I definitely need to read it.
I mean, like I said, there is monsters like and darkness and like you know. I mean, Berserk inspired games like Dark Souls and shit. Like where it's all about gritty environment, you know, like dark environment, and there is scary monsters and shit, but uh it's not really scary when you're playing as or you're reading about, you know, like a badass character, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
So
it's not just about a helpless person running away, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, I understand. So you read a ton of manga. Have you read any good horror manga?
Yeah, I mean, I've read everyone likes Junji Ito. I read
Oh
some of
yeah.
his shit, but
Good shit.
Yeah.
for me, I don't think any of his shit's good to me. Like I think horror is lacking in a lot of manga. Like in terms
Well,
of scariness, like I don't know.
I
Like
liked
it's
Uzumaki. You didn't like Uzumaki?
I mean, I think what Junji Ito's good at is making it creepy, right? But
Yeah.
I don't think I don't for me I think creepy is different from like scary. Like I'm not like shaking in my boots reading it, you know what I mean?
I
But
agree with that. He's very good at like unsettling imagery, actually.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah. I think that's a
yeah,
perfectly I think that's mostly what you can do in manga. That's probably the most. I don't think you make a full out scary thing. That's what anime's for, like sounds and uh more like fluid animation and shit. That would be more scary if you put that into an anime because now it's like, like I said, sounds, ambient sounds and shit. Like that I mean the biggest thing about American horror films are the sounds. Like,
Yeah,
when something's
it's a lot
fucked
of
up.
the stuff you can't see. Like
Yeah,
if they have really good effects and they show you all the effects, sometimes that's worse than just leaving it to the imagination.
yeah.
Which
That
is
that's yeah, like I said, like you were saying, yeah, exactly, Quinn.
so you think that anime does horror way better than manga?
you talking to me? 'Cause I don't have a.
Lucas.
I've read no horror unless you count Higurashi, and I only watched Higurashi.
Yeah, I'm not a huge manga guy, so that's a big like empty space in my resume. I need to read more. But
Some mangas are just inherently better. I think you are missing out,
Wait, what was the
honestly.
question? Sorry, I didn't hear it.
no problem. I just wanted to ask if you so just confirm you think that horror anime is a lot better than manga that tries to be scary.
Yeah, I mean, you ever watch Corpse Party?
No.
Well, it's a video game, I believe, and it's also a manga, kinda. But Corpse Party, that's you want to get scared, Quinn? Have fun. Watch that at nighttime, man, with your girlfriend.
Do it.
Yeah, that shit's disgusting too. It's gory and scary. Good luck.
Do you think gore makes horror anime good?
Yes, because it's more visual shit to be like, ugh, like, but it's
Right.
not just about the gore. Like the whole thing's creepy, man. The whole thing's fucking creepy, like scary, just everything, like the sounds, the environment. Like they're in a dark fucking school
Uh,
and they're getting chased by a fucking demon, fucking, and and they're getting picked off one by one. It's like, you know,
yeah, I'll look into that. Tyrese, what about you? Have you seen any horror anime?
Just I don't know if you even
Higurashi.
count Higurashi. I guess Higurashi.
yeah,
Higurashi's
Higurashi's. I would count that because it does have like creepy,
that's like they torture each other, right? Or is that just
So I'm going by memory. They do, but it's kind of just like what's gonna fucking happen? Because it's really off the rails. You know, there's so many spin-offs of Higurashi. There's got to be like six, and I didn't watch all of them. So I might be talking out of my ass, or I might be mixing some. But there was one where it was like one of the like the younger girl characters. This girl like literally, she wakes up like it's like this 1 week period, and it's like a time loop, and this girl in this time loop keeps getting murdered by her friends. Like, but it's always different. One of these guys just literally just snaps and kills her, and it's a different one every time. And
hmm,
I guess the horror element was like, who's gonna do it? Because like last time loop, this one was her friend, and now this time, you know, she stabbed her 4 times and now she's dead. And then the loop resets, and then they go through it again. And I didn't learn anything from it. There was no meaning in the end.
oh, they didn't
This
wrap it up?
oh I think she breaks the time loop, but
Okay.
like that's not happy. Like I'm not happy for her.
Right,
You
right,
know what I
right,
mean?
right.
It's like, oh, she didn't die this time, but like what now? Like she didn't live a happy life. The girl got murdered like 50 times.
By
You
her
know, like it's like
friends.
good for
So
her.
she's
All
gotta
by her friends.
so she's gotta let go of all the damn.
But it's implied there's something weird going on in the town, right?
Hmm.
Like something weird around this time of year when there's this festival of some kind. Like there's so much lore and it goes kind of deep. But I only watched some of Higurashi. I didn't watch all of it.
I
So
will I will elaborate on it because someone who played the Higurashi like um visual novels and shit and watched the animes and whatever they were describing some of it to me, and to go off what Tyrese was saying, in the town, I don't think it's spoilers, but it's basically there's like a, well, obviously you don't know at first when watching it, but there's like a curse, this kind of curse type thing that's going on that's making her friends kill her. Like, it's not like they really want to kill her, kind of. Like,
Mm,
yeah, like it's not like if everything was normal in town, they wouldn't just be fucking murdering her friend, you know? Or their
okay,
friend, I mean. Yeah.
great. Good. I was like my first thought was that it's like a different reality, you know? How there's if you go to a different dimension or something, there's always a different example of something happening. Um, but that makes more sense. Yeah, I'm not well versed in horror anime because I don't know. I never thought that anime did a great job with horror anime. I will look into Corpse Party. Um,
There's not many good ones, I will say that, because I don't think
yeah,
I don't know. I don't think anime goes well with, like uh realistic horror maybe.
yeah. The only anime that I can think of that was like its main genre was horror was at Garbage that I watched, and you know what it is. It's that King's Game or Osamu
Dude,
game.
the manga is really good though. The manga
Oh, okay.
is really, I think I told you about that. I read the manga, all of it, before that it became even an anime. That's why I was so hyped for the anime. And then you told me it was garbage, and I was like, "Oh fuck." So I was like, "Well, I'm not
Well,
gonna watch it then."
okay. Yeah, you didn't watch it either. Okay, I watched that years ago, and my opinion was a little different then. So it might not be total garbage, but I remember it being not very good or underwhelming.
I mean, the King's Games manga, sometimes they got some cheesy parts, I'll admit, but like
Yeah.
there's a, like, one of the moments, like one of the more iconic moments of the manga I always remember. It's kind of fucked up, but like King's Games about, like, they get text on their phone in the classroom and they all gotta you gotta listen to the message or they fucking die, basically. Um, and one of the messages were like, the main character's best friend had to fuck his girlfriend.
Yeah, oh, that
Yeah,
was in the anime too. I
yeah,
remember that.
and he had to lock. He's like, he put his friend in there. He's like, I don't want any of you guys to die, so I'm locking you guys behind this door. You guys better fuck right now. And then I don't
Oh,
remember. I don't remember if they fucked or not, because I don't know if his friend dies or not. I don't remember. I know his friend dies regardless. But
spoilers.
bro, fuck off, Tyrese. You're never gonna
everyone
fucking
dies.
rewatch.
I'm never gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Yo, King's
Okay.
Game's my favorite on my to-do list, bro.
I think it's yeah, they got a whole classroom where they're receiving these texts, and at the end of the anime, there's one person. And
Yeah,
Danganronpa.
basically. Except it's not the kids kill. Well, it's not really it's just like some, like, invisible fucking force
yeah.
controlling this shit.
So
So I
I
have a question. Oh, you have a question.
oh no, I was just gonna say quickly about a Salmon game. Like I do remember some good scenes when I'm thinking back on it, but there's some inkling in the back of my mind that makes me want to say it's garbage. Like there's got to be something that happened in the anime where they just threw logic out of the window, or they didn't explain, like just some bullshit happened, or somebody maybe too many people died for no reason. I don't know, but maybe If you're
Oh,
listening to
yeah!
the podcast, go ahead and watch it and tell me if it's
No.
garbage or not.
Yeah, Quinn, there's also a moment in the manga, I don't know if it's in the anime, where like, okay, so some guy didn't do the thing, and then he was subject to like hanging himself or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and so all of his friends went to his house to make sure he didn't hang himself, right?
Right.
And they stayed up all night, like they stayed up for like days and days and make sure he didn't do anything, and then the minute like they all slip up, like they weren't paying attention for 1 second, he kills himself. Like, oh, dude, that's just fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
I that was in the anime. Okay, these stories sound really good. I'm hyping I remember the garbage. I remember the anime was garbage, but these stories, when I'm thinking about it, like it doesn't sound like garbage. It sounds like it's okay, you know.
So here's a big question.
Yeah.
What's the worst anime you've ever seen? Jesus.
I
My
mostly
gosh.
watch good anime. Let me check my anime list and see.
Yeah,
What's
check
your,
his
what's
famous
your
ratings.
worst rank?
Yeah,
That is funny.
my worst one might just be mediocre. So, because I don't watch stuff that I know is gonna be garbage. Oh, okay, I got it right here. This is it. I'm still gonna
I
maintain.
imagine he brings up Kuroko no Basket.
I'm still gonna maintain that it's not absolute garbage, but it was so much disappointment. So the English name for this is From Commonplace to World's Strongest. Oh wait, this is the
That actually sounds lame as fuck.
That sounds like
Yeah.
an isekai.
It's not an isekai. It is a different world, but they
Yeah.
but they no. I mean a different world from ours, but they stay over there.
But it's like that's still basically. Oh, I guess.
Okay. Anyway, so the
But
first
the guy, go on.
the first 3 episodes of this were fire. I was like, this is like gonna be one of my favorite shows this season. When I was watching it, the first 3 episodes were so good, and it was about this guy who was just like a normal guy, and then he got abandoned in this dungeon. They go down to the dungeon and they fight.
I read the manga. I remember this.
Oh yeah. Okay, so anyway, he got abandoned, and all he could do was use like creation magic or something like that, and he had to fight all these monsters, and he found a way to survive. And then I think it was after the 3rd episode, the anime just turned into garbage. I'm using that word too much, but it was not good. They used way more CG graphics, and the story, like the first few episodes, it was the whole progression from him being weak to being capable, and then after that, the anime just falls apart, and he's fighting like a CG dragon in a dungeon, and he finds some naked loli girl, and she becomes his subordinate, and then maybe there's another one, and
Yeah, I remember reading this
This man
manga,
had
and
2
I could tell you,
volumes.
Quinn, the manga gets shit too, regardless. So.
Alright,
Yeah.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
It has that strong start though. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will never read. Okay, I won't watch it then.
Yeah.
I was never going to. but-
It's so I don't see the original on here. I could search for it, but on my anime list, the recap is rated 5.8 out of 10, which if you know about my anime list, that means it's garbage. Because people, like even a bad anime usually ends up with like a 7 out of 10 on my anime list.
Damn.
Oh, so I didn't finish the show. I dropped it at episode 9. And
Good for you.
and the main thing is rated as 6 out of 10, and my score was a 4 out of 10. Bad.
It is pretty bad.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about what mine would be because you know how sometimes you ask a question and you already have your own answer. I don't have one really.
I don't have one either, actually. I don't. I'm sure there's been like a really bad ones I've tried watching, but I
Oh,
can't think of.
Well, Tyrese,
you
do you
know,
keep your My Anime list up to date?
no, because like sometimes I've actually watched. So I just thought of one actually. Um, I just thought of Maid Sama, which which I've watched a lot of Maid Sama, and I fucking hate Maid Sama. It is good. Oh, and you know what else? And I know there's a big like fan base for it. I'll shit on this too. I saw Cass watching it, so I was like, all right, I'll watch a little bit of it. Black Butler is kind of bad.
Oh, really?
You know what? I'll put that one as my worst. All right, let's go.
I've
So like,
never. Oh, I
okay,
never
this is
watched
not
it, but sorry, I'm cutting you off. There's got to be a little
no
bit of
no
a
no go
delay.
on.
So, I haven't watched Black Butler, but I saw some scenes on YouTube, like fight scenes or epic scenes or something, and I was like, oh, maybe that is a good show. But
No.
the answer
So
is no.
this is what's happening. There's one good character, all right? It's that guy, the guy you see in the fight scenes, and he's like, oh, he's kind of cool actually, and he says the same shit every time. It's the same bit every time, and I don't mind it. It's actually kind of good, right? He'll fuck a bunch of dudes up, no, like
Uh,
hand behind his back, no effort whatsoever, and then he goes, yeah, I'm one hell of a butler, and you're like, yeah, he said it, he said the thing, and you get kind of hype, and then you wait till the next episode, and he does it again. But it only happens for 2 minutes per episode, right?
Right.
And the rest of the episode is garbage, actual garbage. So
So,
you have 21 minutes of garbage.
so why is he a butler if he's this badass?
So he made a contract with that boy that like for like to protect him for his soul in the future or something. He will eventually get the boy's soul, but for now he's his butler,
Uh,
which is a cool premise. Maybe it gets good. I don't know, but as far as I am, if your anime has one good character, it's probably a bad anime.
yeah, Noah just sent me a message. Um, he said,
What did he
"Okay,
say?
okay, sorry I didn't see till now. I'll join the next week, bro." Um,
Sweet.
yeah, I feel bad. It was my mistake.
well, you could. I could have asked him. I don't know. Fuck.
So I don't know. Me and Lucas both just shout on shout on Black Butler.
Yeah.
We both
Yeah.
think it is our worst anime.
Yeah. All of Tyrese's words are mine.
Cool.
I don't know. Not a lot of strong feelings. I don't mind some of those animes. Like, there's a lot of the animes where it's like, oh, girls like really like
Okay, wait. What's
Ouran
the
Host
new?
Club.
What's the new like seasonal one that's like out right now that everyone thinks is good? It's probably trash to me. Fuck.
Jesus.
I
What is
mean, most
airing right
seasonal
now?
one, most new anime to me are just not that good, and they're just generic to me. Unless not like obviously there's gonna be a couple good ones, but
So summer 2021. I recognize none of these. Like, should I be watching any of these animes? What is Peach Boy Riverside? What does that sound?
that doesn't sound.
okay, Sunny Boy, people like said it was good, and I tried watching some of it, and it's 7.63 stars out of 10 on my anime list, but it has a cool concept, I guess, but oh,
Alright,
there's
maybe I'll watch
dude.
Sunny Boy.
Okay, here's one I recommend. The anime might be trash because Quinn said 7 stars is bad, so this one is 7 stars out of 10. But the manga is
Well,
really good.
No, not
Um,
7 stars isn't maybe not bad, but just everything ends up getting 7 stars because so many people rate stuff as 7.
yeah. Battle in 5 seconds. It's a death game, type thing. If you
Oh
like
yeah,
death game shit, like Kings, like except these
For
guys got
next week,
powers.
you guys want to grab something that's airing now and each watch an episode and then report back
sure,
if it was dog shit or not?
Like
sure.
one episode or something.
You can watch a few, but like we each pick like one series, and then we
Sure.
can like, do a little bit of a like, oh, was that even? There's so many in summer 2021.
Yeah. So I'm
And-
watching 2 shows already seasonally. But I'll grab
From these,
Yeah.
which ones?
The one at the top, which is That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, season 2, part 2. I'm watching
That's
that.
airing now.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
it.
I'm not watching
it's
that.
in Japanese.
And then
And
the other one is I'm Standing on a Million Lives, season 2, which is 100.
I'm not watching that either. I read both those.
Yeah,
I can't.
no problem. Just like we'll get different shows, is what you're thinking, right, Ty?
Yeah. Sometimes
Yeah.
we never seen. I'll be fine with that.
Yeah, I'll do a trash. I'll do this one. I'll do the Duke of Death and his mate. I think
Wait, we're
Castle
not
like
all
it,
watching the same one, or all
No,
watching
we're all
different
watching different ones.
And then we'll report
And-
back and see if they're any good.
Unless you guys think it'd be more fun to do the same one.
I thought it would be more fun doing the same one. You know, I feel like that would give us more.
Well,
to
if
talk
let's say if there's a good one, we'll all watch a couple episodes of that, and then
No, we can't know if it's
pick
good or
like
not, Quinn.
No,
We
it's
gotta-
like
we
if
gotta
it looks
be-
good. Like you said that 5-second something.
Yeah.
Is that good? You think?
I mean the manga's good, but I'm not watching that shit. Cause I'm
Alright.
reading it right now. I
Alright.
just can't. Yeah.
Wait, what genre is this? Let me read the genre. Maybe I don't want to watch this.
I might watch this Q Black Company.
What about Tokyo Revengers? I read some of the manga, but I'll be willing to watch that.
Oh,
I have watched
oh.
2 episodes so
Fuck's sake.
far. Good.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's all watch Tokyo Revengers.
It's only 12. 10 episodes. 11. Maybe
24
11
episodes.
What? Is there a second season?
I mean, maybe it's not out yet, but it's confirmed 24.
Or it might just still
Oh.
be airing, Tyreese.
I don't know. I
yeah.
watched it like last week, and I thought it was.
Oh, there's 19 episodes out right now. Yeah, it's going to
Okay.
24.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so let's all watch some of that, and then we can talk about that next week, and then I will also watch this Q Black Company.
What?
The dungeon.
I'm gonna watch this dumb Duke thing.
Hold on a second. What are you talking about, Quinn?
Like we'll all watch Tokyo Revengers, and then each of us.
You're gonna watch your own thing.
No, each of us grab one other
Okay,
show.
yeah, you're a big shot now, huh, Quinn?
We're doing both. We're doing both ideas. That's the plan.
Well,
Oh, okay.
you know, you're only committing yourself to 2 episodes, but I'm assuming we're all gonna like Tokyo Revengers.
Well, I'm already 2 episodes in, and I did like it.
Okay, I'm gonna try watching this one called the case study of Vanitas, whatever it's called.
What do you think about Sunny Boy?
I've
Lucas
watched
said it
2
was good,
episodes.
right?
It's pretty. It's okay. It's not amazing, but it has a cool concept. I will say that.
Okay.
Boy. All right, I don't know. I still have things I want to talk about from my 3x3. I want to do a themed episode at some point. I have an idea. I want to do the most illogical moments in anime because I have a few,
Okay,
but
why
I
don't
want to
you say
use
that?
them here.
Give one right now. I'm dying of curiosity.
Okay, if you're fucking dying of curiosity, it's a JoJo moment. Like you wouldn't know it.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, maybe you
What
would.
are
How many
JoJo
episodes
shit?
did you watch? It's
No,
very.
I
early.
wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
Oh, it's like Jonathan's in the water, and I talk about it.
Oh,
All the
I
fucking
remember
time 'cause it makes me
this.
so mad.
I-
He's running low on air, and like you need air to use Hamon, and then he's like, but I remember that this used to be like a mining town, so I know that there's gonna be a cave underwater because it's a mining town, and he kicks some fucking dirt and releases old air from the mine and like gets Hamon. It's the dumbest shit I've seen in my goddamn life, and I love JoJo. It's just part of why part 1 is mid. Like that's why. It's just shit like that. So that would be an example. But if you guys also can't think of any, then I don't know.
Or Rainbow's a whole illogical moment.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
If I had some time to think about it, I'm sure I could find some illogical
Well,
moments.
you have forever because I don't know.
Yeah.
Everything planned.
Dude,
And Kuroko has zero illogical moments. That anime is complete realism.
Absolutely. You do have to. You kind of have to ignore Kuroku's Phantom Shot a little bit, like just a little bit though.
Bro, I mean, think about it. It's like think of it. Maybe it's like a super high floater. You know?
Well, do we have to ignore the green hair guy shooting from full court?
No, it's
No,
theoretically possible.
Yeah, but he does it like more than once, doesn't he?
He does it every fucking time.
Yeah, he does it every time. Because
Like, every time
I
he
like
can
how
shoot.
that's his only move, just to go back farther and shoot. You know, like he has no other move. I said, dude, he literally just goes back and farther and shoots. Like, oh, you can stop me from the half court line. Okay, I'm just gonna check the ball and right here and just shoot from here.
Literally,
It's pretty
he just
epic,
goes, "What
though.
about this loser?" What'd you say?
It's pretty epic. I remember watching that and I was like, what? So,
Well, but
so
then I'm
they
like,
just
oh,
say, oh,
he
now
can-
we gotta guard him all the time. He can shoot from anywhere on the court.
Yeah, but that's such an obvious solution. I liked it. I love what's his name, Midorima, I think is his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. My favorite antagonist in Kuroku is got to be Akashi, I think is his name. Is
Mhm.
that
The
right?
red hair.
Yeah, red hair.
Yeah.
I like the team. I like the team building in Kuroku.
Wait, what was it? Was it Midorima who did the thing, or like where like remember when he jumps in midair with his shooting form, and then the ball gets passed to him while he's already in midair and shoots it? You know what I'm
Fuck,
saying?
that is Midorima. Yeah,
Is that him?
I think
Bro,
that's
'cause
him.
oh my gosh, dude. Bro, that was actually epic. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
like,
not illogical at
that.
all.
I remember that, but are you sure that was Midorima?
Who else would it be?
it might have been
Like
someone on
who
Siren.
passed to him? I think wasn't our main character passing Kuroku?
Hold on,
Didn't
hold
he
on.
make the
Why?
passes?
I'm looking at Kuroku.
I don't know, man. That has to be Midorima.
No, it is. I just looked it up.
Oh, okay. So like
Hold
just
on.
a regular teammate passed to him in midair.
Well, no, his teammates were good. Remember Tyreese, like the team building.
Yeah,
shit
but
you
I mean
talked
not
about? Like,
not superpower good.
Bro, I fucking love this shit.
Yeah, that's good.
It's so good.
I just watched some of it. I gotta be careful because I had a problem last time. Like the last part of our episode where you left, Tyreese, we started.
Yeah.
No, before you left, when we were talking about fight scenes and stuff, I started watching fight scenes of anime, and my mic was picking up the audio from my headphones, like the little
Did you get
leakage.
DMCA?
No. Just I didn't use it. We didn't.
Oh,
I didn't include the whole. However many
Bro.
hours it was.
you know how, dude, Midorima must have the like strongest wrist strength ever. Like, cause literally, that's all the man uses, complete wrist. Like, holy fuck.
yeah, full court wrist.
But I think even just the shooting where he's in midair, with not holding anything, that's hard as fuck. Like,
Like,
man, I
what,
don't know.
catching the ball?
He,
Catching while shooting.
yeah.
Yeah, of course it's hard. I don't think. Do people do that in real life?
No,
no,
that's
like
why I'm saying.
even like some, not exactly like that, but nah, they would never do that.
Wait, okay,
There's
Quinn,
not
before
enough
we-
time in midair.
Before we end, what was it? Didn't you have like other questions at the beginning you wanted to bring up?
Oh, just save them for next time. I got a bunch.
Okay.
Yeah, we could wrap it up.
Okay, no. Let's ask Tyreese the question you asked me last night about the Loli shit.
Oh, okay. Tyreese, do you know about lollies or lolicon?
I'm familiar. Yeah.
All right. So
How
the
do you fuck do you start a question with that?
Well, so the question is lolicon a legitimate issue due to pedophilia, or is it justifiable because they're not real?
Okay, listen. I think it's a legitimate issue. Okay, let me tell you when it's legitimate. Let me tell you when I don't like it. All right, I can tell you when I don't like it. Fuck, what's her name?
Let me just say we're all on the same page. I heard Lucas's opinion last night, so
Okay.
you're good.
Well, it's good that I'm not fighting you guys on it, but I'm fighting someone on it.
Yeah, for
right?
sure. There are definitely
Basically
people
every
making
other
that
anime
argument.
fan.
Usaki, what's her fucking something wants to hang out? What's her name?
I don't know.
What anime are you talking about?
Something wants to hang out, Luke. You just said it.
Uzaki-chan wants to hang out. This
Wait,
was
is
a
that the
big deal
chick?
in the anime community.
Isn't that the chick with big tits?
Yeah.
And
So
they call her a lolly?
they called her. They said she was very childlike. Now there
But
is a
she has
thing in
big
high.
tits.
Right. So there is that thing in anime where they'll have like a high school character and they sexualize her too much or whatever. That's a whole different issue. But Uzaki-chan was considered too childlike, even though she's a character who's in college. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like she's
yeah,
a college age character,
Yeah,
and I see no issue with her, like in the slightest.
Yeah, maybe
Like, I
maybe
mean-
she's just got a mental
I mean,
disability.
Tyrese, think about this, man. Like, you know Hitomi Tanaka, right?
Well, I am actually very familiar. with her.
Yeah, you are, right? Yeah, dude, she had to grow up probably like, judged for her, size, Like, she probably
Exactly.
was like that in college, like, isn't it, she's a full-grown adult.
Yeah, but
No, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah,
she
it's,
didn't act like a kid.
Well,
Well, she doesn't act like a kid. They say her character design's very like childish.
Yeah,
in, like,
no, yeah.
How?
appearance.
Okay,
Quinn, just
can you
look
send
let's
it,
look it up.
or should I look?
I'll send you a
Just look it
picture of here.
Yeah.
No, I would like a picture of
Yeah,
Uzaki-chan.
and then if you send
Like-
it, I can put it in the podcast, and we're all on the same page.
Yeah. I gotta find the perfect
Okay.
picture of Uzaki-chan though. So,
So
give me a minute.
I would like to partially agree on them saying something's wrong with it, maybe because I don't know, maybe you know what? No, I'm going back on that. I don't really see an issue because like every anime girl acts like a retard at some point, like regardless if they look like a lolly or not. Like
So I don't think this is a very Loli-like character though. Is what I'm trying to. But I do have a counter example, right? I will do a counter example in a second, where I actually think it's not okay. But this is I think this is the official cover, which is what I was looking for
Okay.
of volume
Yeah.
2 or whatever.
So
So maybe
yeah,
you
they're
could say
saying
you're-
like her face is childlike.
yeah, pretty much, and she's
Yeah.
short, kind of.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it.
So now,
and if
I
I'm
will
in the
show
wrong,
you-
my defense is I haven't read it or anything.
I mean, look, man, it's the anime face. Like you can't really make an anime face more mature that much unless you like completely ruin the point of the character.
Well, now
Yeah.
I want to give you a counterexample. I really do. Of where now this is a line, and some might say it's a thin line, but I think this character. This is from an anime I've never seen, but I heard people talking about it. It's from the new Dragon Maid. Do you guys know who I'm talking
Oh
about?
my god. Okay, Tyrese, is this about a chick who's like 9,000 years old, but she's a lolly, right?
Yeah, she's a
That-
big titty lolly. Yeah.
Wait,
Now
what?
there is a straight up lolly in this show, which is why it's weird that there's like people talking.
Okay, wait,
about
what
the
do you have a
big-
problem with? Hold on.
Well, hold up. Let me just. I uploaded another picture. Okay.
Okay. Oh no.
Okay. Like this. Like I wouldn't even put this in the YouTube video.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm erasing this from my computer.
Okay, bro. Wait. Okay. So, before I say anything, what do you have a problem with this? Like,
Okay.
just so I know.
So this is she's like whatever 9,000, right? But
Yeah,
then it's
yeah.
like, oh, but I look like I'm a 16 because I think she's supposed to look like she's 16. Like they're
Yeah.
like, but oh, I'm in a 16-year-old body.
She doesn't look like a human.
Wait, so she's in a 16-year-old body, but she's 9,000 years old. That's what you're
But
saying.
yeah,
So
she's
she
like
never
a
grew
dragon.
past 16. Okay, now I know what you're saying. Okay, yeah, I have a problem with that because if they literally never grew past their age, but they still grow, you know, quote unquote, grow to more, years. I don't know. I have a problem with that for sure.
Well,
But
this is a character. This is an arguable character. There is an actual like weirdly sexualized child in this show.
okay,
Like
yeah, that's what I'm
it is
saying. I
weird.
honestly think you can maybe pass on this one, maybe, because like the fact that they just don't have little kid proportions, really, I don't know, because like, yeah,
It's a
but
fine line. I don't know. I know. I feel like Izaki-chan. I think is obviously okay, but this one is. It's more debatable, really.
I honestly just don't. I plainly don't like uh any little kid shit that they put in like certain anime, man. Like,
I think it's
eh.
you got two rules. Does it look like a child? Does it act like a child?
Well, then
And then
here's another
acting
one.
like a child is harder to discern because it could just be temporary or a joke or whatever. But like looking like a child, I think is more serious. And then also like you could have a loli in an anime, and as long as it's not sexualized, I mean maybe
I mean, the
that's
fact that
not a
you're calling it a
problem.
lolly is already a problem.
Yeah, but
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
not. What am I trying to say here? I don't think it's the company's problem though. They just put a kid in their show. Like it's the
No,
fans
I
that
know
make it
that.
weird.
I know that, but there's some shows that purposely.
Yeah. So if they're sexualizing, if they put it there as like, oh, this guy also has a girlfriend who's, looks like she's 10 years old, that's
Okay,
a
okay. What
problem.
about? See, now here's what I'm saying. What about like a character that has like opposite of these proportions Tyrese has displayed to us, right? Like completely, like completely like flat, right? They look, but they're like they look more grown up, right? That's not a lolly, right? Like that's just a character who just wasn't blessed by, God.
Like I don't know. Who are you thinking of? Like
Well,
if I
generic ass anime like that always has that one girl who doesn't have
uh
any of, like what the other girls
Taiga
got.
from Toradora, I guess that's not bad,
Yeah,
right?
I don't think
I
that's
never actually
bad. Is
watched it.
that
I never
bad?
actually watched Toradora, but I think that's an example.
I mean, she doesn't really act like a little child. I mean, I don't know.
I
I
don't
mean,
think
she
she's
does a bit, but
childlike. But then I'd have another example of that I didn't like. All right, I didn't know I was going to ask this question, so I just have all these. This one I didn't like, and I never watched this show for this reason. I started watching it out of recommendation, and I stopped because I really didn't like it. No Game No Life. Who has seen it?
yeah, no, that's a problem.
I'm
That's an
gonna.
issue.
That's a problem, right?
Yeah, I never even liked the girl when I watched that as a kid. I just liked it for the guy, Sora, or whatever his name was.
I'm gonna
But
send you.
they make
Remember
it
that
weird.
anime that I said was the worst anime I watched that I
Yeah.
dropped? That
Hmm.
has maybe the worst example of this lolly situation we're talking about.
No Game No Life is relatively bad, so I can only imagine how bad
Yeah,
this is, right?
I'm gonna send a couple photos. Did you get the
I got
first
one
one?
photo.
All
I
right.
only got
Well, I'm
one
working
photo.
on it. I don't have them saved. I'm just copying and.
Wait, you don't. How do you upload something without saving it? To
I just
Discord?
copy and paste it in the text box.
I had no fucking clue you could do that.
But you gotta do it one at a time.
I don't even have to do the No Game No Life example. I know. Have you watched No Game No Life, Quinn?
It's a good ass show
I
too.
think
Like that's why it's
Bro,
like
I was enjoying it. I think it's a great concept for a show.
is that about the
Honestly.
suit that's alive?
No. That's Kill a Kill.
Oh,
Right?
okay. Yeah, you're right. Oh, No Game No. That's brother and sister.
Yeah,
Here,
I like the
here's the
art
thing.
style
Oh.
too.
Here's the thing. Okay, I don't think. Okay, look. So there's two. Like I said last night, the Quinn. There's two definitions of lolly. There's lolly, and then there's lolita. Okay, lolita's the actual child, right? That's an actual fucking child, right? Lolly, if they're old, like if they're like adult age, right? Forget the 9,000 year bullshit. If they're actually just a normal age, like 20 years older, or 18, 19, whatever, legal age, right? And they just are fucking short, and they just look like a bit like a kid, right? I don't think that's weird, really. Yeah, but at the same time, I don't think they should look like a fucking little fucking child that like just graduated from like grade 3 as well. But if they're like short and they just have like like don't have like I don't know, you know what I'm trying to say, man?
I
Like
know what you're saying. Like,
yeah,
don't use the age as a scapegoat. Like, just
yeah,
you can't grab a child and make them 20, and to that you have to do more than that. You have to make an
yeah,
adult woman who's short. Like,
yeah. That's what I'm saying exactly. Like um, it's like you know you encounter like sometimes people like that in real life too who are just short and like end up looking that way, right? But
but
um
they don't act like children.
they don't act like children. No, that's what I'm saying. Like it shouldn't be like a fucking child, you know what I'm saying? But if
So
they act like a normal person and they're just like look like that and they're legal age, of course, then I think there's no problem with it,
yeah.
you know.
So there's no
Yeah.
problem if they act like an adult, but they're actually like 9,000 years old and they look like a child.
No, no, I have a problem with that because that's
It's an
blatantly
excuse.
It's a
excuse. Yes.
scapegoat. Yeah,
Okay. So yeah,
it's
the
a
one
stupid workaround.
the
Okay. Quinn, imagine this. Let's make it even more extreme. Imagine 9,000 years old, right? And they don't have no big tits, nothing, and they look like a fucking like literally they're graduated from grade 8 and they're going like grade 9 right now. All right, and they're 9,000 years old, Quinn. All right, is that still like the only reason why people are like, oh, it's fine because the girl has giant ass tits and that's it. And like the people's only excuse other than her age, like, oh, she has like no little kid's gonna have that, But
yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, so we've all established that it's a problem in some way. If you could solve it with one rule, like you had to give a rule to these animation companies.
I would just ban all lollies.
But how
ban
do you?
lollies.
Okay, all right. Did we come to like a clear definition of a lolly?
Yeah, like I said, lolly. Okay, like I said, lolly does not mean they're underage. Lolita, if you want to look up the definition, that from
I
what I
don't.
remember as a kid, because I remember when people would debate this on anime forums all the time. I was like, I'm gonna look it up. This lolly debate's been going on since the beginning of fucking time. By the way, let's just like people have been arguing the validity of being allowed, to like shit like this. But I think even if they are a lolly, like they're over, like they're proper age, they can't act like a fucking like child. They can't. Like they have to have like normal reasonings and stuff. But whatever they're doing in their anime story. You know what I'm saying?
And is it fine to have? I mean, obviously, it's fine to have child characters in your show,
Yeah, but
as
Yeah,
long
you
as
just can't sexualize them,
right,
or and you can't
and,
be
and
weird
you
with them.
and you can't hide it. You can't
What do you mean?
like they're 9,000 years old. You can't.
Oh yeah,
do some
you can't.
bullshit.
That, absolutely not. You can't let that happen.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
also
like
just
the
generally
goofiest workaround.
Right.
I think what gives more people excuse to like do these like focus on these little kid characters is that they give those characters way too much screen time, you know what I'm saying, and like importance to the story. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like and they do too many moments with them. I feel like okay, you have one moment here and there, but like if there's like a lot of fucking if they're a core fucking character, they're gonna clearly be fucking preyed on by weirdos.
Yeah.
right?
Well, sometimes like a Loli-esque character's screen time, they'll get a lot of screen time, and it's just putting them in weird situations. Like that's all their screen time,
Yeah, I don't know
and
if
they
you
get too
watched.
much.
I don't know if you got to it yet. Tyreese and Fire Force, episode 3. I don't know if you got far enough, but there's always fuck, what's the name? A fan service for every episode where like, you know, the one girl in the Fire Force team who always trips over shit and like ends up being naked and shit.
Bro, it's the girl who's not on the Manga Shinra's team, right? The other girl, the girl who fights fires with her bra on, like that girl.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. It's the girl. She forms like flame cat ears and shit and tail. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's the girl,
yeah.
right? You're talking. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She always trips up, dude. The whole Tyrese, you're literally gonna see every episode her doing just fine ending up naked, bro.
God,
Yeah,
I like
just
the show. I'll say I like the show, but
that's what I'm saying. I hate shows with like fan service like that. Like,
well, like it's
she's
like
not even a
scheduled
good character.
No, no, she's not.
She's she's useless, dude.
She's just fan service.
And she becomes more useless as the show goes on. Dude, Shinra has to save her ass. That's all I gotta
Yeah.
say.
All right, so we're gonna wrap up this podcast. Just to be clear, next week we're gonna be doing the review of some seasonal or like a a spotlight of some seasonal shows.
Okay,
I'll
one
watch
last
probably
thing.
a few episodes. But yeah,
One
sorry.
last thing, I want to point this out.
Yeah.
This show right here, one of my favorite shows ever. These girls look just like normal. Like, I'm not saying these girls look like normal high school girls, right? But like they're not like sexualized. Like, look. These are like, you know, lolly proportions. Some of them, right? Okay,
Sure.
but they're not like weird. Like they act like normal, like almost like adults, right? They're not
No, I don't
sexualized
think
ever.
that's fine.
So this is my
Yeah.
teen romantic comedy.
Yes, bro.
Like this
And
is
that's a good show.
absolutely fine. Like this should be the standard of just like, you know, there are characters who are younger. That's fine.
Exactly, and you watch them as they all eventually graduate and shit. So and they never sexualize these characters once ever. Aside maybe from a beach episode. You know, animes always have to have one beach episode. Fuck's sake. But I don't know. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so next week we're gonna all have watched a little bit of Tokyo Revengers, and we're gonna talk about that. I will report back on the Dungeon of Black Company and tell you if it's any good. Maybe I'll also watch a little bit of Sunny Boy. And
I'm doing the Duke of Death and his mate, which is I feel like mine's gonna be dog shit.
Dude, I saw that one. I was like, "Yep, not watching that."
I'll watch it with Cass, and I'll tell you what Cass thinks. But
Perfect.
Cool. And Lucas, what are you watching?
Whatever it said, the case study of
Oh yeah.
whatever. I'm gonna watch one episode of that because honestly, I don't think I'll like it.
All right. Thanks for watching, Lucas, Tyreese. Thanks for joining me.
yeah, no problem.
I think this episode is like we fixed any problems that I had with the last one, as far as eating and my mouse clicking, and hopefully my mic is better, and yeah, so less editing trouble for me. All right, everybody, have a good night.